Hey guys, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's your girl. I was asleep and they told me to get up and finish this. So, um, how I'm gonna start it off. Pisces, hey Pisces. Still you on your third. I might have to do a fourth on you, you're the last. So the title, our predecessors. So predecessors, let's see what that means first, okay? I'm gonna go first things first. Okay. Ah, shit. Okay. For those of us who don't know, who didn't know, okay? A predecessor is who held a job or office before the current holder. I guess they can say that's the former what does they call it? Former president or whatever. Somebody had a job for you. Okay. A thing that has been followed or replaced by another. Now, the reason why I got on the predecessor, they had me watching Sandman, which I told my daughter that's Pisces, because that's dreams, right? So it got to a particular point in the Sandman where the predecessor, who looked like let's see, I was gonna show you a clip from the movie, but I'm gonna try to do it like this. Um, so that's what that means, okay? Um, the predecessor from Sandman. If whoever didn't see it, okay. Most of y'all probably seen the Sandman. I thought they would show it. I might have to show it on TV anyway. But they always give me a strike, so it was so weird and bizarre. But the predecessor came to pump Lucifer up. Lucifer was a woman in the Sandman, and they all mad at the dreamer. They all mad at the Sandman because he has the most power, and he don't have as much power as Lucifer. It's a respect thing, but Lucifer's jealous of him. Okay, so we got Venus going on, right? How many planets we got? I'm gonna say we got Venus going on, we got Mars going on, we got Uranus, we got of course Saturn and Neptune. Okay, we got these five in particular going on. And I think the new moon is coming up the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And I think that's what is the new moon in? Wait, I can find the predecessor. Let me see if I can find it. They will not show it. I have to show the clip, but I don't want to get copyright. They will not show it. I am so surprised. Did it end up being a man? I didn't. Um, Maybe it ended up being a man later on. But they showing from the comic book. Then we have that horrible, what's this, Corinthian, who made people murderers. The Sandman made him for a specific purpose, but he wanted to be among the humans. And he had something wrong with his eyes. Um, Morpheus, that's the Sandman, the Lord of Dreams. And he had something wrong with his eyes. Okay, there them eyes right there. But yeah, so he was one a murderer, and he taught people how to be a murderer through their dreams. After the Sandman got captured, he really got into that and made people want to be murderers. But when the Sandman exposed him and exposed of him, He made people feel shame for the things that they were doing. Oh, and what is it? Desire and despair. Now, Sandman's sisters, family, were a part of death, um, nightmares, doom, despair, and desire and despair were twins. But the male side of despair was more powerful than the woman's side, and but he took on both roles. So he would you be called a transvest transvestite, I guess you would say. But he must have played both roles. Well, desire is, whatever. So we got the Venus coming in. Let's just say that because desire and the Mars. Because he went to bed when I know this is crazy out, but this is all gonna seem okay when I get through. But he went to bed with the people. He took, okay, when they captured Sandman, a man captured him. He thought he had death. His son had died in the war. He wanted to bring his son back. So his idea would be to capture death and have death, force death, to bring his son back, him and another man. But they captured the man, the Sandman, the Lord of the Dreams instead. So he captured him, put him in the man that Sandman created, the one I said to do all the killing and make people kill. He showed the man how to capture and keep Sandman in this glass container. And so while he was in there, um, that stopped everybody's dreams. They made it. It made the whole world doom and gloom. It made the whole world. The people who were asleep, they couldn't wake up out of their dreams. Say they would have a fantastic dreams about castles or whatever. They couldn't wake up. They were locked in those dreams. And it was one in particular, um, lady, little girl. She was a melanated black little girl, and she was supposed to be the vortex. Now, the vortex let's see what it says. Let's see what the vortex is. I don't know. I'm trying to see because we keep saying that we're going back to the beginning. Everything was always new, was new, was old. But a lot of these things came before going to the next cycle. You might say it ain't that serious or whatever, but look outside. What's going on with the weather? What's going on with everything going on? Okay. Okay, let's see. Let me take a picture of this because I have to come back to this. Okay. Okay. What is a vortex?
According to Wikipedia, in fluid dynamics, a vortex is a region in a fluid in which the flow revolves around an axis line, which may be straight or curved.
Okay. In fluid dynamics, a vortex is a region in a fluid in which the flow revolves around an axial line, which may be straight or curved. Vortexes form in stirred fluids and may be observed in smoke rings, whirlpools, in the wake of a boat, and the wind surrounding a typical cyclone, tornado, or dust devil. Check that out. Okay. Let's see if I can see some pictures of it. This is one. Okay. So it forms. Okay. Let's see that. Okay. That's that's coming out that airplane. So swirl vortex. So this airplane is doing them chemtrails. I guess that's where that's coming from, right? Yeah, it's a bit on see them two airplanes coming out there. Okay, okay. Let's go back. In simple words, a mass of fluid, such as a liquid, with a whirling or circular motion that tends to form a cavity or vacuum in the center of a circle, and to draw towards this cavity or vacuum bodies subject to its actions, especially whirlwind, whirlpool. Okay, and it got types. Two types of vortexes are distinguished in the dynamics of the motion: force and free vortexes. The force vortex is caused by external forces on the fluid, such as the impeller of a pump, and the free vortex naturally occurs in the flow and can be observed in a drain or in the atmosphere of a tornado. So you got one that is happens naturally through Mother Earth. Another one's just people make up. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So the vortex was destroyer. Um, it's like a portal. Uh, what happens if you are in a vortex? A vortex or vortexes are areas of concentrated energy rising from the earth. Some believe that the vortex are a portal, okay, for celestial and terrestrial spirits. You may feel a range of sensations from a slight tingling on exposed skin to a vibration emanating from the ground when you enter a vortex. Okay, so you'll feel this in your skin, your senses, Venus. Okay, um, tingling on exposed skin to vibration illuminated from the ground, Earth, Saturn, or Mother Earth as well. Okay, got Earth in here too. Let's not forget that planet. Go beyond that. When you enter a vortex, or a portal. So we caught in a vortex. That's what I think we're going through. Um, what does it symbolize? Let me make sure I do this for you. Try to take it away. No, that didn't. Got me off here. Many vortexes are reported to bring feelings of peace, harmony, balance, and tranquility, while others are believed to promote personal reflection, deep insight, and a clear mind. Others still act as powerful centers of physical or emotional rejuvenation. Okay. A tornado or a whirlwind. Okay, so they're saying that it's supposed to bring going through this stuff and feeling this way is supposed to bring order. Let's just say order. It's okay. So the vortex would be Mars, right? It would be chaos, you could say. Okay, because storms and stuff, right? So you say that's the vortex. Okay. Now notice, um even in Sabrina, when she crossed the line and made her twin split herself in half, she caused a void, a vortex as well. And it could have became the nothingness if she hadn't got rid of herself and got stuck in some place. I forgot what place it was, to make sure that everybody on earth wasn't going to die. So that's what happened about the little black girl on there in her dreams. The desire went to be with the little girl, had a baby, and the baby grew up. In particular, it wasn't about the baby during that time; it was about her child, the grand. It was about her child, so it would make the little girl that would sleep. That would be her great. It would be her grandmother. Okay, so when she came out of the sleep, she knew she was pregnant or however that went, and she nobody knew how she got pregnant. She said a white snow, whatever, but the Sandman knew right off when she told him, because he had her granddaughter. I'm sorry, I gotta watch the movie. Her granddaughter was going through people's dreams and connecting them all together, and that's a no-no. Okay, that caused doom and gloom, and that caused um, people to feel a certain type of way because you enter in their space in their dreams. And so the Sandman had to fix that by destroying the little girl, but the grandmother stopped it and said, if I wouldn't have been asleep, I would have been the vortex. So she took the place of her granddaughter and died instead. So when he found out the name that the grandmother told him she got pregnant with while she was in her sleep, he knew that was his sisters. So he went visit them. And the person was dressed up, like I told you, she took more of the masculine feminine side because the woman's side was weak for some reason. And they hated him. I guess they like playing games. I could say it like that. Um, let's see if we can find. It was twins, so we're saying it's. Oh, of course, Mercury is here, right? Mercury, so that would be Gemini, right? That was you, Gemini, the twins, right? So that would be Mercury, Gemini, and Virgo. Okay, let's see. Who is Destiny and Despair?
According to Nerdist, the Endless are each the seven children of even older entities, known as Mother Night opens a new tab and Father Time opens a new tab. Destiny was born first, followed by death, then dream, destruction, the twins known as Desire and Despair, and finally, Delirium, the youngest.
Okay, so in the comic books, the Endless are each of the seven children of even older entities. See, that's what we're dealing with when we talk about the predecessors, also, who they made before they made the angels. Now, this going way back over our heads, known as Mother Night opens in New Tab, and Father Time opens in New Tab. Destiny was born first, followed by death, then dream, destruction, the twins known as Desire and Despair, and finally, whatever she said, Delirium, the youngest. Okay. Destiny, the oldest of the endless, Destiny appears as a blind man dressed in gray or brown robes, purple in earlier comics, carrying a large book of the comics log. The book is chained to him, or he is chained to the book, and within the book is written the entire sum of existence, past, present, and future. There was Destiny. What about Despair? See, I remember a lot of these things and growing up. So I was in the comic books, real tough. So now that I get most of my information from comic books and it becoming true, so some type of truth. Say, let me see. Let me ask a question. Who was before the angels made? Now, people will say the archangels on what is the, above the archangels? The supreme angels. That's what it says. The first creation of God was the supreme angels, followed by other angels who are identified with lower intellects. But I don't think they were called angels. What did God do before he created? Nothing, nothing. Since the world was created out of nothing, nothingness prevailed. Therefore God was idle, just existing, perhaps contemplating creation. That's where we're getting that nothingness from, right? The nothingness. So I don't know why would they call it doom and despair. Because the main thing that God said when he wanted to destroy was he wanted nothing. And then of course we know the thing about the nothingness when it came, the vortex, the void. Okay. Now the void is something else. Um, okay. Okay. So he said, okay, we're gonna just stick with the nothingness. Okay. Um, I'm gonna ask the question. How do I say it? Who was the darkness?
According to Wikipedia, the Darkness is a fictional superhero created by Mark Silvestri, Garth Ennis, and David Wohl, who first appeared in an American comic series published by Top Cow Productions in 1996. The character first appeared in Witchblade number 10, November 1996, set in the Image universe.
That's not the answer I was trying to get. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, then we go to um the void. Okay, what was the void? Let's go to void. What is the void?
According to Wikipedia, the void is the philosophical concept of nothingness manifested. The notion of the void is relevant to several realms of metaphysics. The void is also prevalent in numerous facets of psychology, notably logotherapy.
Okay, so void is the nothingness. Okay, okay. So we got older entities. So okay, now when I the void spiritually. In our spiritual evolution, the void region represents a vacuum, a gap that we must cross to make significant spiritual progress. You can think of it as sort of a leg up in the evolutionary journey. Does the void exist? Voids are believed to have been formed by baryon agnostic ACOUSTIC oscillations in the Big Bang, collapse of mass followed by explosions of the compressed baryonic matter, starting from initially small anotropies from quantum fluctuations in the early universe. The anisotropies, anisotropies, grew larger in scale over time. What is it in real life? Voids vast expanses. expanse of nearly empty space. Oh yeah, that's what Sabrina got caught at. And Sabrina, she got in empty space looking at a white wall with some kind of painting. Account for about 80% of the observable universe. The other stuff, like dust and stars, galaxies like the Milky Way, exist in thread like fragments between these voids. As the universe expanded, gravity grew matter into clumps, leaving behind cavernous CAVERVEMOUS spears. A gap feels like it's not to be filled. Even avoid a gap that needs to be filled, even when you have achieved whatever you wanted. But still, it feels like a black hole, as massive as a cliff. It feels like a desolate place within. Its simple words, you feel hollow. Okay, hollow black hole. Okay, okay. I'm sorry, yeah. So, um, when Sabrina and her sister was trying to stop the void, they went into a dark space and they had to bring the light. And I know that means something that got to do with some other things we're gonna talk about in a minute. And while they was in the dark, it was if you would listen to the voices, they would be saying negative things for you to feel bad about yourself that were untrue. So you wouldn't want the light. Okay. Now that happened also in the cartoon movie I told y'all. So when the black guy who died, Jamie Foxx, and the little girl, the little image, she was supposed to come back and live the life again, which he stole and all that kind of stuff. And he got the little image being whatever spirit soul, the soul, I'm tripping, got caught in a doom and gloom, and they had to go down in the nothingness and look for it. And if you don't get them out, they'll get like die like in there. You could say die. I don't know if they actually died, but it's like they would be turned all kind of horrible looking, you know. So yeah. So okay. Um, what else I want to say about that? So that was the doom and gloom. Now I forgot the Sandman. I'm rewatching it. Okay, now we gonna get to humans, our reality, the forefathers. And then they had me look up the forefathers who signed the Constitution. Okay. Okay. I was looking that up and I had so many people. I mean, it was 55 of them. Okay. But I'm not going to say all. Well, not right now anyway. But my purpose is for them, where are they? Where did they come from before they came to America? Right? Like Josh Burlett. Okay, well, first we know George Washington, where he came from, right? I guess we do. Let's see. What country did George Washington come from?
According to Wikipedia, early life, 1732 to 1752. George Washington was born on February 22, 1732, at Pope's Creek in Westmoreland County, in the British colony of Virginia, and was the first of 6 children of Augustine and Mary Ball Washington.
Oh, my phone tripping. Okay, so he was born here. I tell you every time. Okay, so British colony of Virginia. It was the first six of, okay, so he was born in Virginia. See who his parents were. Where was George Washington's mother and father from?
According to Wikipedia, the family's roots can be traced back the 12th century in northeast England, from an 11th century progenitor in Scotland, and emigrated to the New World in the 17th century. John Washington, born 1631 in Train, Hertfordshire, England, arrived in the colony of Virginia in 1657 after being shipwrecked.
Hertfordshire, England, right? Okay. Say he was shipwrecked. Okay. Um, his mother was, what was her maiden name? Mary Bell, or Mary Bell. Ball, Ball. So he was an Aquarius. Um, George Washington was the eldest son of Augustine Washington and his second wife, Mary Bell. Augustine's first wife, Janet Butler, died, leaving him with two sons and a daughter. Where did George Washington's parents live? Um, okay, so we're gonna keep it light. We're gonna keep it light. Okay. So now we got the next one, right? And that would be um is it John Adams? Where did John Adams' parents come from? Now he was born October 30th, 1735. John Adams Sr. Deacon John was a British North American colonial farmer. Okay. The grandson of Joseph Adams Sr. and the great grandson of Henry Adams, who immigrated from Braintree, Essex in England. Okay, so both of them from England. Um, who else is important on here? Um, well, my point on this Declaration of Independence, my point was okay. Um, who was the first Congress?
According to Wikipedia, the first United States Congress, comprising the United States Senate and the United States House of Representatives, met from March 4, 1789, to March 4, 1791, during the first 2 years of George Washington's presidency, first at Federal Hall in New York City and later at Congress Hall in Philadelphia.
I'm not gonna find it. I'm not gonna say it yet. Who was the leader of the first Congress? Uh, Peyton Randolph, who had previously served as a Speaker of the Virginia House of Burgesses. Following the creation of the Articles of Confederation and the Confederation Congress convened on March 2nd, 1781. Okay, who was the let's see. Okay, it says who founded the Constitution and why? The Indian National Congress conducted its first session in Bombay for 28 to 31 December. The 28th December 28th to 31st, 1885, and the initial of retired civil service. The Indian National Congress at the initiative of retired civil service officer Alan Octavian, Octavian, Hume, In 1883, Hunt had outlined his idea for the body representing Indian interests in an open letter to graduates of University of Calcutta. Who started Congress? Dashaw. Okay. The name. So we got DINSHAWEDULIWACHA. Allen. We just called his name Octavian Hunt. And DADABHAINAOROJI. Okay. So what I want to ask is where this man with the DINSHAW, Indian politician. He was from Mumbai, India. So he helped start the Congress. Let y'all see his face. He's Indian, from India. Okay. In 1844 from Mumbai, India. Interesting. I did not know that. I didn't even think to look for this. He went to Elphinstone College, organization founded National Congress, nationality Indian. He was born August 2nd, 1844. Was a PARSI politician from Bombay. He was one of the founding members of the Indian National Congress. So that's what it was first. Which he was also the president of Congress in 1901. He was associated with the cotton industry and was the president of Indian Merchants. Okay. Chamber. In 1915, he was knighted. In 1917, Sir Dinshaw was a member of the Bombay Legislative Council and the Imperial Legislative Council and the Council of the State. He headed the Western India Liberal Association from 1919 to 1927. He lamented the lack of dedicated leaders who are willing to devote to Congress political goals. He observed how many figures, such as, I don't know what that word is. Let me see what they say it is. Sir Perozshah and a whole bunch of other stuff was an Indian politician and lawyer from Bombay. He was knighted by the, okay, he was also a lawyer. He was knighted by the British government in India for his service to the law. He became the municipal commissioner of Bombay, president 4 times. He became the municipal commissioner of Bombay municipality in 1873 and its president 4 times. He was one of the founding members and president of the Indian National Congress held in Calcutta. Hmm. So some of y'all probably already know this, but I didn't know it. I didn't think to look at it. So the Indians played a big role here. His father, a Bombay-based businessman who also spent plenty of time in Calcutta, was not highly educated, but he did translate a chemistry textbook into somebody and wrote a geographical textbook. Graduating from Elphinstone College in 1864, he obtained a Master of Arts degree with honors 6 months later, becoming the first such PARSI from the University of Bombay. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, and the next person. Okay, Alan Acton Hunn was a British civil servant, political farmer, ornithologist, Arnithologist, CBICS, British civil servant, political reform, OR, notice, O what, LORNTITHOLOGIST, and BNIST, worked in British India. He was the former founder of the Indian National Congress. Okay, so his face. He was born June 4th, 1829. St. Mary Cray, Orpington, United Kingdom. Um, St. Mary Cray. Um, Organizations founded Indian National Congress, Early Nationalism, National Congress. Uh, His parents. Maria and Joseph. She was Burnley and he was Hun, Hume. Okay, trying to find some more about his parents. Where were they from? Wow. Okay. Early life. Homer was born at St. Mary Cray, Kent. Okay. A younger son and eighth child in a family of 9 of Joseph Hun, the radical Scottish member. So his dad is Scottish. Of their paramount by his marriage to Maria. His mom's, his dad was Joseph. Mother Maria. Urnley. Scottish of paramount. They found him dogmatic. The Pope of Indian Orthodox. I don't know what that word is. Some of y'all see where I'm going with this. Or his daddy was a Scottish surgeon and radical. P. He was born the son of shipmaster James Hunt and Montrose Angus, who died shortly. He attended Montrose Academy, where he knew the older James Mill, and from 1790 was apprenticed to a local surgeon, a Potechary, John Bale, Bale, medical career. Studied medicine at the University of Aberdeen and the University of Edinburgh. He had as patron David Scott, MP. Before he had qualified, he saw wartime service as surgeon mate on the Hull HMS Hawk, and then was on the East Indian Man Hope for 18 months. In 1799, he sailed to India, nominated to Bengal service by Jacob. He worked his passage as medical officer on the Houghton. Once there, he was commissioned as a surgeon to the 7th SCPOY Regiment, gaining fluency in Hindustria, Hinduism, and Persian. He worked also as an interpreter and on commissariat. On the eve of Second Anglo-Martha War, Second Anglo-Martha War, Hunt came to the attention of Lord Lake with the method to recover damned gunpowder. On the outbreak of war, he was with General Powell, who marched from Allendale, so whatever. He took on again the variety of roles during the campaign. What is this war? Second Anglo-Martha War, 1803 to 1805, was the second conflict between the British East Indian Company and the Martha Empire in India. September 11, 1803 to 24, 1805. Location India. Treaty of Beogaon. Treaty of Surah somebody. The treaty was signed on December 30, 1803 between the British and DAULATRAOSINDHIA, chief of the Martha Confederacy at ANJANGAON town located in MAHARASHTRA. On December 30, 1803, Sindhia signed the Treaty of SURJIANJANGAON with the British. After the battle, the agreement was the result of major general military campaigns in central India and the first phase of the Second Anglo-Martha War. As a result of this treaty, Angles eventually came under the control of the British East Indian Company. The treaty was revised twice, once in November and again November 5th, 1817, first in 1805. The first revision mostly entitled Restoring the Territories of GWALIOR and GOHAD to Sinhaya. The second revision of the treaty, entitled Granting Sinhaya more power in return for providing help to the British in their fight against the PINDARIS in the Third Anglo-Martha War. Fought with spears, swords, who would create chaos and deliver intelligence about the enemy position to benefit the army they accompanied. The majority of their leaders were Muslims, but also had people of all classes and regions. Mongol Empire, Mughai. Um, okay. Anyway, too much time off. Shoot. Okay, yeah. Um, so Indian man was the founder of Congress. Hmm. One more question about Congress. War was on the 9/11. India and Britain. Really. September 11th. Interesting. So is they mocking when they said 9/11? Are they mocking the Indians? Hmm. What are the people's name in Congress in 2022? 54, 541 number indicates the 535 members from the 50 states, 100 senators, 435 representatives, 5 members who are delegates from the District of Columbia, GUAM, American SAMOA, the U.S., Virginia Islands, the Northern Mariana Islands, and 1 member who is resident commissioner from Puerto Rico. 18th Congress of Philippines, President Wagingo somebody, Vice President Okay. Senate. Tito. So Sotto. Oh, that's in the Philippines, tripping. Okay, in the United States on the next day. We got a Alma Adams from North Carolina, Robert, Alabama, California, Georgia, Texas. A black man in Texas. Black woman, North Carolina. Okay. Nevada, North Dakota, Texas. Another white man. Okay. Massachusetts, Iowa, Texas, Nebraska, India, Ohio, Wisconsin, India, Kentucky, California, Wyoming. Black lady from California to California, Ohio, black lady. Colorado, Oregon, California, Michigan, Virginia, Oklahoma, Arizona, Florida, Georgia. You look black. Bishop Sanford, Tennessee, Oregon, uh, Connecticut, Delaware, black woman, Missouri, Colorado, Oregon, New Jersey, look black, cooker, Arkansas, Illinois, New York, a black man, Pennsylvania, Texas, Indiana, Maryland, Ohio, another black woman, brown, California, Florida, Colorado, India, North Carolina, Tennessee, and a black woman in Missouri. Okay, so our founding fathers in Congress today, what do they have to do? With what I was first talking about? Okay, anyway, some water. Made my throat dry. Let's see if the tarot cards tell us anything. Okay. It got to do with anything. What's going on, y'all? I might have to let it incense. I better find let it incense. Okay. Ouch. My stomach done started hurting. Okay. All right, Pisces. Okay. Let's see what's happening now. What's going on? What are you showing me this? I kind of got an idea, but how does that all tie in together? Okay. What's it got to do with our dreams? Pisces, at that matter, right? Okay, we got the rushing in of Aries, right? That is reverse. The Knight of Swords. Slowly. And the Four of Pentacles reverse. It's supposed to be giving, but they say it's stingy. Because this is like you hold on too tight. This would be released. But on the book it says stingy. So we're going to see. Then they got Six of Cups. Good memories, not as bad memories. And then we have the Overseer. Decided to tell me to say it. King of Wands. It's Cancer and Leo. Uh, Restless, outspoken, ambitious. Salamander's repeating the same thing. It's got gold and blue and a wand. Ace. What is that down there? I did find my neck. I had a feeling. Something on the ground. Oh, this is salamander. I'm tripping. So this is a fire sign. One. Start off slow. Be careful you're driving. Okay? Or who you driving with. Stingy. Or letting go. Memories. Bad memories. slowly letting go of bad memories, ambitious, restless. You're always thinking about it. All kind of memories, because you got everybody in your head, right? Judgment, leveling down with the angels, testing. So you're seeing in your dreams. Are you trying to let go of bad dreams, bad memories? Makes you restless, you can't sleep. Could be like bad things gonna happen all the time. You get in the hospital, or something gonna happen to you or somebody you love, or um, it's the stealing of your dreams. And the angel comes in and try to remind you that it's a test. To show you to guard your heart, not the swords. Okay. And open your eyes. You sleep. See through your third eye. What's going on? The nothingness. Because if they can remember I said doom and despair. So that's what it's causing. It's if they can, that's Pisces, remember? If they can cause doom and despair, that everything is going to be wrong, lying to you. That's why they want to remind you that it's a test. The angels got you. And I said about the angels before. The angels. That was the predecessor. Doom and gloom. I think they don't want to be forgotten. Because let me say he wasn't doing anything. They think he wasn't creating anything. He was thinking about creating. It's like he's thinking about creating. Very ambitious. Okay. Repairing. Let's see. Because you our dream state. So if they can get in our dreams. Hold on, let's see. Who's the King of Pentacles? With a scepter. And a coin. Business, arrogant, powerful. They can get in our dreams. Because you always worried about money. Or maybe being broke, maybe. Uh, not having enough. Always looking back. Some kind of way. Just don't be no fool. This is like taking a chance too. of and although we're finna go off the cliff, but it's taking a chance in life and not be scared to do so. This one actually means you're not taking a chance. You letting doom and gloom take control of your life, and you can't make the decisions that you want because you're too worried about what's going to happen. What happened in the past? What if it happened again? Um, yeah, I'm not gonna receive what I need, the money I need. Who's gonna help me? Voice me, but you don't see what's already there, what's already helping you, and um, I think it's more of you doing it to yourself than anybody's doing it to you, because you fooling you, but they also helping you because they know that this is the end of the zodiac, or is it before you start over, before you cross over? Some people say going into the heavens to talk to the creators, or moving to that level of higher up, getting past a fucus coming in, right? A fucus is zero. Um, Understanding to take that leap of faith, to know who you truly are, and becoming who you truly are. Yeah. Some people say going into the promised land or heaven or whatever y'all want to call it. But the Kabbalah is different levels. I'm not going to ruin y'all. Oh, with this. Different. Okay, okay. I keep with it then. It's different levels that you go, that you move to. People say dimensions, realms, whatever you want to call it. So it matters. They know before they can get you out of here, they have to corrupt here in order for you to come back and do what they want you. But if you don't let them corrupt here and the heart and the soul, then you move up the level on the Kabbalah, right? And out of the doom and the gloom, and don't get stuck in the void. The void is the nothingness. The door of the void is the mental illness, right? So we have judgment here, Libra, uh, justice, getting justice, balancing yourself out, your light and your dark side, right? Not accepting the lies that they tell you, and throwing what you did in your past, trying to mess up your future, and keeping you stagnant and confused in the mind, right? Where you can't move forwards. You keep moving backwards or staying stuck. Okay. So King of Cups, that would make you bitter, angry, doing things out of hand that you would normally do, right? If you were balanced out, if you were balanced and you wasn't listening to the doom and gloom in your head, right? Yeah, there he is. And other people, tyrants, they send around you to throw you off because y'all very delicate in so many ways. Um, Especially women, look, see, this is who y'all are. But if you let this come through, and it's Aries, true enough, but it's also represent the tyrant. Excuse me. See, they know that Pisces is the last, finishing every zodiac sign, everybody going to a higher realms. So you got the light and the dark. Hmm, it's coming out right behind it. But if they can catch you, Capricorn, even Saturn, Mars, Neptune, um, Venus, if they can catch you, when we was talking about the doom and despair, your pleasures, okay? It's a new cycle. If you can get out of that state of mind and they trap you, like I say in the doom and gloom, you be stuck in the vortex, the nothingness, right? Then they'll do whatever they want to you, ooh, right? But you need clarity. Can't work on nothing, no love. And there's no love in that, period. But that justice came again. The Libra Emperor, Empress, um, the earth and the air, the pulling down, the fighting, the standing strong, and not falling into those traps, right? Cold shit. Okay, not walking off into it, but walking away from it. Yeah, into brighter days, keeping the faith. Now they instead of trying to steal from you, but you can steal away, regardless of what's going on around you. But they want to steal, so you'll have no victory. There you go, exposing. Got a moon cycle coming up. Pisces and Cancer. But if you see it all at a time, you analyzing it, you you're seeing what's going on. This you responsible. Each one of us are responsible for the whole world. I am my brother's keeper. Um, that's why they made this play coming out, right? Because we all affect each other. But they can mess with the main ones. Their agenda keeps going, right? Crooked government, a cult. Their agenda keeps going, keep offering you, give you burdens because you started worrying about money, position, relationship, you keeping you unhappy, right? Not going within and knowing who you are, being on the defense, Gotta protect yourself against these doom, despair, um, desire. All right, it's trying to stop your will of fortune, keeping you. Gotta get balance. Number one. All right, you gotta get sleep. Not getting stuck in your dream and worried all the time. But you're stubborn. Are you tired of taking stuff to sleep? One of the two. You want to sleep naturally. Yeah. It's not changing. Not using your intuition for some reason. Gotta use your intuition. You worried about partnership. Right now you can't worry about, the treaty has been broken. Um, got to be around people who just trying to help you and help you help yourself. Can't worry about the others. Who you trying to help them, but how can you help them and they don't want to help themselves? Yeah. They don't want to help themselves. Why are you trying to help them when you need to get yourself together? Then you feel left out in the cold when you should be coming out of the cold, right? Yeah. Hanging yourself, being a sacrifice. Yeah. Stop doing that. You right. You've got the lovers. Maybe it's people you have to refuse. Like I say, can't love them properly without loving yourself. Time to transform. Get out of this doom and gloom. Alright? Time to transform. Thinking you not a star. Everybody's a star and you have a role to play here. Okay? That's humanitarian too. Can't help everybody. Like I say, you gotta stop being save a hole and being a victim. And listening to victims all the time because y'all don't judge. Um, you know, people feel comfortable around you and Virgo mostly than anybody because of y'all don't judge. Y'all stand alone. See, this is where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be biased. Get out of things that don't serve you when it's time to go. You know, yeah. Don't accept the dreams and don't accept the lies inside of the dreams. Having you with nightmares. They also had the sister nightmare. The doom and gloom will cause them nightmares, right? Telling you lies. Yeah, then happy worried. Thinking the divine don't love you and nothing's gonna happen good for you. Another trick of the enemy, of the predecessors, right? Trying to steal your soul, so to speak, who you are, being proud of yourself, your dreams, your hopes, spying on you undercover. Don't want you to see them, what they doing in the spiritual realm. As above, so below. So this, um, I said, as above, so below. So, um, downloads, uploads. So you're getting uploads because you're from the feet. That's your thing, right? So you're getting it from the feet up. truth. All right. Travel, reverse. Keep strong. Cleanse yourself. It look like oil. Abundance. Marriage, purity. Offering. Maybe sustain from sex for a while. Your passion and desires. Time to sacrifice that. Right? Time to grow up. Travel, moving. It says slow down. When first started off, right? It's slow down. And the ending was slow down. Stop moving. Important letter. Receive the message. Before they entangle you. Slow down. Oops. Like magic, pride. Watch your pride. Gemini. Coins. Lightning, reverse. Zeus had a lot of pride. Watch it say out your mouth. You are health. Drinking. Being in your feelings a lot. If it didn't work out, it's not for you. Alchemist. Make anything happen. Balance. It's unbalanced. It's a third party in the mix. Right? So those things are on your mind. Um, if you're not in a relationship, that's important to you. If you're not married, that's important to you. Trying to maintain it, trying to make it work when it's not. Lightning already struck it. Okay? Chaos. The tower is already hit. Everything has already been shown to you. Okay. Love yourself first. Get rid of third parties. Time to go. Stop being a sacrifice this year. Time to sacrifice desire, despair before you get doom and gloom. 7, Libra, Double, Sagittarius. You work. Virgo, your opposite. Science, logical. You're only doing what you can see. And you know that's not true. You already know what you need to do. You can listen to people all day long. But if you don't take action on what's being shown to you, that's on you, baby. That's on all of us. Because you represent all of us. Each one of us represent all of us. If you want to come out, it's Stop punishing yourself. Stop dealing with snakes, rats. Ancestors say no, point blank, period. Get out your feelings. You're not grounded. Stay strong. You're not weak. You keep going back. It's time to grow up. Stand for something. Time to go down the right path. You are a star. You are supposed to be helping and doing what you can. These for the ones who not. So don't worry. They're trying to catch you in your dreams. Okay. People don't like when I say this. Luck is on your side. Okay. Stop gossiping. Stop telling people and being in people's bullshit. Obstacles, that's they shit. Ain't yours. You got enough being the last 12 planet. 13 really. Everybody's shit coming to you anyway. So you gotta dash that shit off. And if you on the phone or had them by you doing it, they bringing all that shit to you. The karma, everything. That's how many times that is. That's a lot. You ain't getting rid of what don't serve you. You can't be taking people's stuff in. It's already gonna hit you. Now you gotta know how to protect yourself from the doom and gloom and despair. Okay? Yeah. You hold the key. Okay? Sell on when you need to. Or you gonna stay. Choice is yours. On Anchor. The choice is yours. Pisces. Can't nobody do it but you. Go ahead and end this. It's your world too, so go and create. Okay. Men need to feel needed. So if that's you, yeah. But that's not your issue. If you're not a man and you've been thinking that they go first, I'm not saying you men, but I'm saying the women who put y'all first before they sell. No. No. If he don't know how to please his damn self, too bad. Do you know you are worthy of wealth? Night shift. So that's that night mares to me. Just take it easy. Slow down. Are you a negative Nancy? Be careful with me. Are you letting negative Nancy's around you to make you negative Nancy? Are you the main one starting shit? Tell your story. People want to hear it. A lot of people going through stuff y'all going through. We all got a story that's different from each other. Be thankful for everything, including you, that benefits you. Okay? Congratulations. Gaining a fortune. Ooh. Hello. All you have to do is listen. Then you can hear better. Boom. Okay? If you can't cut off the dick, pussy, and give it to your rent man or the bill collectors. Okay, what the hell you want it for? And you started getting kicked out or behind your rent or some shit like that. Shit. I'm gonna be my own downfall. Shit. I ain't gonna let nobody else do it for me. I kept my own down. Shit. I hustle for that. I had a sugar daddy when I was younger. And he really helped me out. This is Gemini. I never went to bed with the man. He tried to kiss me once. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I did, but anyway, it's really good to me. I was young. I met him at 16. I think I stopped. He stopped being in my life till I was like my first baby, 24, maybe. But I had some sugar daddies. I mean, not saying I had no great life, but I thank the creators for the people that they put in my life to give me confidence, and I gave them the same thing, especially this particular one. He just took it the wrong way, and I always was open and told him the truth, that I didn't like it that way. But he taught me a lot, you know, and I boosted him up, gave him confidence and stuff. And I'm being young around older guy, you know what I'm saying? But I like this friendship. But of course, his family got into play. He married somebody my age too. But when I last time I seen him, well, you could have had all this. No, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But he thought I was gonna be hooked on drugs, and you know. But he'd have to pick me up again, I guess. Or say I told you so, you should have married me. I don't know what the fuck he thought, but I was always honest. He just didn't hear. People only hear what they want to hear. You know that for a fact, right? People hear what they want to hear. I always told him I didn't care about him like that. I love this company and the things he taught me. Before it's anything else, no. And the money he gave me, yeah, I enjoyed that. I ain't gonna sit up and lie. But I wished him well, wished him a happy life, never wished anything bad about him. He's a good person. But don't just hear just to hear. Don't just, yeah, listen. And don't hear what you want to hear. Hear the real thing. Okay. Well, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I know the first part might have been a little, but that's how they want to present it. You see, I'm sleepy as fuck. All right, it's your girl who's signing off. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate it. Oh, let me put number 3. Where am I? Da, 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 da. Okay, right here. Point dot 3 slash. Damn, I want to put a tarot. All right. Love y'all. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate it. Talk to y'all later.